Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Right, today I'm going to be making my own mould. So you would have seen in one of my last videos that I did the sand dollar. I'd made my own mould, but I didn't show you guys how I did it. So today I thought I'd make a little mould. Now I've got this mould here. I got it from Temu. It's quite cute. It's a little leaf with a frog on it. But when it arrived, I realised it was very matte. And I thought, oh no, I wanted a shiny one. So what I did is I made one up, and that's what it looked like. If you can see that, that's what it looked like matte. Might not be able to see because of the paper, but it's quite matte. And then I made another one, and I coated it with resin. So I got the shininess of the resin on it. So what I thought I'd do is I would make a mould out of this one here. So I get a shiny mould rather than a matte mould. Maybe I'll just take this out of here and be able to show you properly. So you can see the difference in shine. Oops. So yeah, that one's quite matte and this one's quite shiny. So I want the shiny one, so we'll use that one. Now I've just got this tray. I've got it upside down because it's warped and I need to put some pressure on it, and if I put that on there it straightens it for me. So I'm just going to make sure that this little fella fits in here, which he does. And then these just slot together, they have grooves. So make sure you got it the right way, slide that in, and peg them together. Now these are actually bendy ones, which is unusual because I thought they would have to be pretty stiff to lock in, but not so. Take that out for now. Which way does that go? That way? No, that way. Whoops. Okay, right, I'll just slide them down to the bottom, make sure they're all, oh actually, which is the bottom, which is the top? I think this is the bottom. So, push them all down. Okay, so that goes like that. So next step is I've got this cricket transfer tape. So I'm going to pop that down. So peel that. Actually, I might. This is super sticky, strong stuff, this one. Oh, goodness. Come on. It's super strong, I can't even get it off. Here we go. Alright, lay that down there. Pop my little frog straight on top. And I'm just going to press with my hands, make sure it's a good seal. Okay, this still in frame. Okay, now pop this straight over the top. I'm just going to stand up, make sure I've got him so he's centre and he's not touching the mould, the framing. Right. Make sure that's a really good seal in there. Okay, flip them back over. I might find a different tray. This is a bit of a pain, this thing. Take them off. I will find a smaller tray. And just in case he leaks, press around with your hands. Make sure it's stuck down really well. Just going around with my fingers. And I will mix up some of the silicone. Rightio, the silicone I'm using is this one here. So silicone rubber for mould making. This I just got from Timo. It worked brilliantly last time, so no point changing. I'll use that again. If I can find the other, yeah. So, sorry. So, part A and part B, equal parts, 1 to 1. So just like mixing your resin, same sort of thing. So I shouldn't actually need much looking at that. He's only about that high, so I'm thinking maybe I'll do 100 mils. I think 100 mils would be ample. Right, I will go find another tray to pop him in, and then I will start mixing the silicone. Okay, now this silicone rubber, it is measured by weight, not mils or ounces. So weight, so I turn my scales on. Zero that out. Right, grams, so I'm just going to eyeball this and see what it looks like. So I said 100 mils before, so that would probably be, oh, it doesn't really matter, we're doing grams anyway, so let's do grams. I'm going to do 30 of each. So that's 30 of A. And if there isn't enough, I'll just add a bit more. I'll mix more up and put it in. So zero that out. And 30 of the B. One more drop, it should do it. Oh, yep, okay, 30, that's 30. Wipe my hands. Now, what does it say about the warning? Maybe I should have been wearing gloves. Do not swallow, keep out of reach of children, avoid contact with eyes, do not dispose of in water. Working environment. No, it doesn't say you have to wear gloves or anything. Mixing time 3 to 5 minutes. Right, let's start mixing. So this mould, it's just for me. I assume you couldn't make them and sell them because you were using somebody else's original. That's just a guess. I would assume so. So just mix it just like you would resin. Scrape down the sides and the bottom of your cup. I'll be back in 5 minutes and then we'll pour. Okay, that's well mixed. There is a lot of little tiny bubbles in there, but you can put this in a degassing chamber if you want to get rid of the bubbles. I don't have that, so I'm just going to have to do it without. Just going to go press down the bottom again one last time. And the other thing I've got to say is make sure whatever you're going to make a mould out of is clean and tidy as well, because your silicone's going to pick up and your end result's going to be exactly what you've put in there. So if you've got greasy finger marks, fingerprints or anything like that, they're going to come out on your mould. So let's pour this in. Am I going to have enough? Not quite. Is that incredible? What? Just scrape all this out and see. Okay, his little eyeballs sticking up. So I am going to do just probably another, let's do another 5 of each. And I'll top that up. It has a working time of 30 minutes, so that's okay. You can just add to it. Not sure if you can add silicone to partially cured silicone already. You probably can. Surely silicone sticks to silicone. Must look that up and find out. Okay. I'm just going to mix some more up, pour it in there. Right, it's been over 6 hours and it is completely set, which is great. There was a tiny bit of leakage there, there, and there, and it's where the joins are, so that's interesting. So you can see it just seeped out a little bit, but nothing to worry about. So let's take these off and get this out of the casing. They just peel right off. And the sticky tape just comes away. We can just peel away, so easy. You can tidy the little bits up, easy enough to just pick off. Let's take that out. And there we have, beautiful. How shiny that is. I'll just put you up closer. Look how shiny that is inside. Right, now we will do a like for like comparison. So I'll get that other one that I had that was matte, and I'll use exactly the same colour, and then we can put them side by side and see what it looks like. So when you make your own moulds, the rule is don't use them for 24 hours after you've made it, because obviously it needs that time. So that's what we'll do. I'll make sure that it's 24 hours old before I start using it. So I'll come back then and we will do a comparison. Okay, let's do this frog keychain mould. I just keep my little moulds in these Ziploc bags. They're brilliant. Get the dust off. Reseal them. So this is the mica powder that I used. Here it is here. So that's the matte, and it's a metallic. So I'll brush this in first, because that's what I did on the last one. So we do like for like, so they're exactly the same. It'll be interesting to see how shiny this metallic is on a shiny mould. I'm guessing this mould's probably going to take 10 to 20 mils. I should have measured my old one. I suppose I could still do that. Yeah, I might go do that, run it under the tap and measure it. Right, has that got good coverage? Yep, I think so. Right, I'll just go and blow off that excess, and I'll go and measure my other mould. Where is it gone? I'll find it. And then we'll know how much resin we've got to use. Okay, it was 15 mils. I just filled this little cup up with 30 mils, poured it in here until it was completely full, and I was left with 15, so it's 15 mils. Let's put those away. I won't use that one because it's got water in it. So we don't need this big cup to mix. So I've got some resin here. I'm going to pour in 15 mils. And maybe just a tiny bit more because some will get stuck to the side. So I'll do just under 20. I'll bring you in closer. Okay. Whoops, don't need that much. So the instructions with this metallic powder, it said to brush your mould and then put this in the resin as well, not black. So that's what I'm going to do because that's what it says to do. Okay. Only downside about these little cups, they've got little ridges on the side and you get stuck. Okay, it's well mixed. Just going to let that sit there for about 5 minutes and let the bubbles come up, and any bits of stray powder, I'll mix those back in again. Right, let's pour, and I'll just get my little silicone brush because I just need to make sure that these tippy toes don't have air pockets in, because they're notorious for getting air bubbles in there. And just make sure the resin goes around. There. Right, let's top it up. Actually, I should have put that on a tray so I can move it because I've got another project I want to do. Let me just do that now before it overflows. I'll go get a tray. It's better. that's full, tiny bit left in there. I might try and put it in, see if I can dome it so it won't be so, won't have sharp edges when I demould it. Okay, don't think I'm going to fit any more in there. Cool. Right, I'll set that aside. And we'll demould and then we'll see the difference. Back soon. Okay, let's take this one out of its mould. And there we have the difference. The matte mould, shiny mould. Looks like I got a little air bubble in one of his Tootsie Toes, never mind. So there we have it, that's the difference. So yeah, just coat your matte resin piece with a bit of UV resin or epoxy resin. Make sure it's completely cured though before you go ahead and put it in your silicone. Otherwise it's probably react and you won't get that shiny finish that you need in your mould. Okay guys, thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Bye. Just give you a close up.